to you so many times.
सोच कर, समझ कर, invest कर.
You work too hard. Work smart like me.
Why? Won a lottery, is it?
You can say so. I'm investing in a great scheme in the share market. High returns guaranteed.
Your high returns aren't Karan Arjun for them to definitely come to you.
Meaning?
Dad, there's risk involved in the share market. Nobody can promise guaranteed high returns. It's illegal to do so.
Really?
Yeah.
सोच कर, समझ कर, invest कर.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. And before I go ahead with the headlines, I would like to make a regret announcement to all of our viewers out there for the late start of both of our Khasi and our English news bulletin. And now for the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu presents President's Colour to Armed Forces Medical College Pune in its Platinum Jubilee year. Governor Phagu Chauhan flagged off the IEC van under Vikshit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from Raj Bhavan, Shillong. Government will allot 2 more parking spaces this week to decongest Shillong town, says Deputy Chief Minister Snobha Langthar. World AIDS Day observed at Polo Grounds today. And government will hold a meeting with the HPC on December 7, says Deputy Chief Minister Snobha Langthar. And now the news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu has said the Armed Forces Medical College AFMC Pune has done commendable work in providing medical services in the country and abroad in its glorious history of 75 years. She was speaking while awarding the President's Colour to this college in Pune today. Known as the Rashtrapati Ka Nishan, this flag is the highest honour given to a military unit. AFMC is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year, and this award is a testament to its exemplary service to the country over 75 years.
अपने अधिकारों के प्रति और भी अधिक जागरूक होंगे तो आगे बढ़ने में अन्य महिलाओं की भी मदद.
Governor of Meghalaya Phagu Chauhan ceremoniously flagged off the Information, Education and Communication IEC van under the Urban Affairs under Vikshit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from Raj Bhavan, Shillong today. This yatra was flagged off by Prime Minister Modi from Kunti, Jharkhand. In Meghalaya, the van will also cover urban localities across Meghalaya. This yatra represents the largest ever outreach initiative by the Government of India. The yatra signifies a significant stride towards realizing this objective through extensive outreach, information dissemination and empowering citizens to actively contribute to the country's development. Certificates were also distributed on the spot to the beneficiaries of PM Swanidhi. To decongest Shillong town, especially around the Secretariat area, the state government will allot 2 more parking spaces this week. Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Urban Affairs as well as Transport, Snobha Langthar, said this week the state government will allot another 2 more parking where minimum 400 to 500 vehicles can be parked. Meanwhile, he said that the state government will shift Secretariat and other major government offices to new Shillong township soon. On air connectivity, the Deputy Chief Minister said the state government awaits reports from the new consultant.
The Secretariat will be shifted to the new Shillong. That is point number 1. which will really ease the condition of the city, including all those main public office. Another 2 more parkings, which is will be minimum 500 vehicle can parks, and few places which is unutilized land with different department. We are planning to take it back to urban to construct more parking to avoid congestion along the road.
Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh on Friday has appealed to all stakeholders to take the lead in the struggle to make Meghalaya drugs and HIV/AIDS free. While speaking during the World AIDS Day held at Polo Ground, Lyngdoh also immersed upon the need to create a generation which will contribute immensely towards nation building. He also commended the efforts of Meghalaya AIDS Control Society for the various initiatives in creating awareness on HIV/AIDS, which is on the rise in the state. The World AIDS Day is followed by the Red Ribbon Superstar Meghalaya Icon, and the theme for this year is Let Communities Lead.
Embrace empathy.
That a major strength of Meghalaya is the fact that its indigenous population have always been community.
The West Jayanti Hills District, Jowai, in collaboration with Thalaskent CNRD block on Thursday, held the Vikshit Bharat Sankalp Yatra at 2 different locations in Chirmang village, Chirmangwa and Chirmang Neng. The program aimed to educate about various government schemes including PMAY, PMJAY, NRML, Atal Pension Yojana, PM Jan Dhan Yojana, nano fertilizers and other schemes. Furthermore, the beneficiaries of the government schemes were given an opportunity to share their experiences. Additionally, a short skit was presented by the villagers conveying a message on environmental protection, and a cultural dance was also showcased.
Office yang pre-workshop ngay por rebom man kabay te thao ju rebo kaman egi nga tegni ke chuni berjuste jali te kater yo jing yo bha nagaliang karep rem.
In a collaborative effort between the State Cancer Society of Meghalaya Civil Hospital, Ampati, and NPNCD Southwest Garo Hills, a crucial cancer awareness program and free screening camp took place on Thursday. The event aimed at promoting early detection. Renowned cancer specialist Dr. Anisha Maulong, who also serves as the member secretary of the State Cancer Society of Meghalaya, and Dr. Denisha Momin, the medical superintendent of Ampati Civil Hospital, are leading the initiative. Early detection can help save many lives is the resounding message from the organizers, emphasizing the critical role of timely identification in combating cancer.
Sakantina nimungsa chingade awareness una nimu iba aro cancer ko ba ke cancer una ba una tang tang ba chingani china kutok na lang ni cancer sani sign lang wa uni guman iba mun check up kana na ron ke civil hospital nama ba x-ray kai mun ke berium swallow mu wade ba nam rakcha iba mun kana mana ron nasuni cancer sani ya china ko len ka gen ne uni mun iba mun
come forward. We have specifically come for the purpose of cancer screening. Now, why are we doing this cancer awareness and screening? We are going around all over the state we are starting with all the district hospitals, and this is part of the Meghalaya Cancer Mission, Cancer Prevention and Early Detection. We all know that Meghalaya has a very high incidence of cancer in the country, and we top the country in many of the cancers. So it has become very necessary for the public to know the status of cancer in the state, and the government is going all out investing in providing the cancer care services, the cancer screening services, so that people can be detected at early stages.
Ringing the poll bugle, the ruling NPP on Thursday organised a consultation meeting with the all Jaintia Hills NPP leaders. The party's candidate for the Shillong parliamentary seat, Dr. Ambreen Lyngdoh, addressed the leaders from Jaintia Hills. Seeking support from leaders, Dr. Lyngdoh stressed on the legacy of her father, Peter Garrett Marbanyang, who served as a member of the Lok Sabha from 1989 to 1996, and assured that she will try to carry forward the legacy of her late father. Deputy Chief Minister and MLA from Narthiang constituency, Sneo Bhalangdhar, while speaking to media, expressed confidence that his party candidate will be able to win the election.
Bakadang kam kerke yang ki kasih ki Jaintia bangin yang teli kawai bangin om ya pat ya pra bahabangi ya pat ya pra ngilong ki banduk dong.
Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalangdhar on Thursday informed that the government will hold a meeting with the Harijan Panchayat Committee HPC on December 7 to resolve the Harijan Colony issue. Briefing reporters in the city, Dhar stated that there are certain adjustments to the earlier relocation blueprint after the HPC objected to the government's proposal.
The Harijan Colony will be on the 7th at 4 p.m. on the 7th next week. To solve the issue.
The award function of Meghalaya Chemistry Olympiad 2023 MCO, an initiative of the Department of Chemistry, University of Science and Technology Meghalaya USTM, has been held on Thursday at the NKC auditorium of the university, where the first three rank holders of all the three categories of the event were awarded cash prize worth ₹1 lakh. Alexander Lalu Hek, Minister for A&H and Veterinary Department, Meghalaya, was the chief guest. Addressing a gathering, Minister A.L. Hek said that USTM has embraced all knowledge seekers into its family, a true instance of the saying Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. He said that the concept of Chemistry Olympiad is very innovative to catch the young minds of the children for a bright future.
Student may not come here, study here. Probably students, may have a financial problem. We are a private institutions, but we always receive the recommendation from all the stakeholders that any students, brilliant students, who are unable to join with us because of financial constraint, but if their background is academically sound, so we offer them free education.
We have so many lane here with name behind, Mother Teresa and many others, PG Abdul Kalam, so many names were there. He have brought this world, one family.
This Chemistry Olympiad, as we have put forward that we want to catch them young.
NPP candidate for the Shillong parliamentary seat, Dr. M. Ambreen Lyngdoh, on Thursday said, despite all the legislators across the party line supporting the state government's resolution on the implementation of ILP, the state government, along with the Tura MP so far, is pursuing the matter. With no response from the centre on the issue, she promised to make a ruckus over the issue and said the centre will have to take a decision.
We will speak not just in the House, in Parliament. We will create and generate a focus on this agenda. We have sat across the table. I have read all of the follow-up dialogues and discussions that the NPP MDA1 had with stakeholders. I have read the report thoroughly. I know what was being said then. We will follow through on the ILP agenda with the same spirit. We cannot move away from what was discussed with all stakeholders. You have already seen the MDA-1 has already announced for the implementation of the MRSSA in its new version. There were things that were talked about with the MRSSA in the previous regimes, but the MDA-1 had gone ahead to look at the implementation of the MRSSA in a new approach. I will stick with what the government says. I will not deviate from what the government has said and committed alongside the NGOs. We will work together on this. There was a problem with the assent of this bill. That has also been sorted. It looks like we are well ahead of the implementation of the ILP. The ILP, in my understanding, has many formulas for implementation. And if in the state of Meghalaya, the MRSSA is an acceptable idea, we go ahead, we get the necessary nods as per directions of the state government with the central government and make sure it sees the light of day.
And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 21.4 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 12.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 58%, while in the evening it stood at 68%. The forecast: dry weather is most likely. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. President Draupadi Murmu presents President's Colour to Armed Forces Medical College, Pune in its Platinum Jubilee year. Governor Phagu Chauhan flagged off the IEC van under Vikshit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from the Raj Bhavan, Shillong. Government will allot 2 more parking spaces this week to decongest Shillong town, says Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalang Dhar. World AIDS Day observed at Polo Ground, Shillong. And the government will hold a meeting with the HPC on December 7, says Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalang Dhar. And that's all we had for you in today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here is wishing you good night.